What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Hbar's price is making the exact move that we were hoping for in yesterday's video, so now I want to give you a quick update on what this could mean for Hedera's price and what we can be expecting going forward. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. And don't forget, my friends, if you do want to start trading some Bitcoin, Solana, SWI, and many more cryptos on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, if you do sign up specifically with my link, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means if you deposit, say, $3,000, they're going to give you $300 on the spot to start trading with. And whatever profit you make from that $300 is all yours, no strings attached. So if you want to withdraw it, reinvest it, you can do whatever you want with it. Again, it's all for you. So head down to that link down below if you do want to get access to that 10% bonus, because I do believe this is a fantastic platform. I've done a lot of trading on it myself. I do think you'll like it a lot. So feel free to check that out down below and let me know what you think. So before we talk about what's coming in the future, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on and give a bit of context as to what we've been talking about. So of course, as many of you know, over the last week or two, what we've really been tracking with Hbar is its interaction with the top side of this golden zone. I've made it rather clear. My only goal with Hbar right now is to see its price being able to sustainably break this golden zone. If I zoom all the way out to the weeklies, looking at 2021 and 2022 and 23 and 24, the golden Fibonacci zone right here is by a far the most important moment. This is the most important moment that Hbar has ever had, and if I'm going to be super honest with you. And the reason that I believe that is because history says that when a crypto is capable of breaking the golden Fibonacci ratio, the macro golden zone, that it opens up the door to Fibonacci extensions. Now, what this means very simply is that if Hbar's price breaks through this gold box that stops around 33 cents, we then see the door open for Hbar's price to be able to push up towards $1.28, possibly as high as $3.40 in the most bullish scenario. Now, considering that that is still possibly a 5 to 10x from here, obviously understanding that this is, it's easy to understand why I'm saying this is probably one of the most important macro moments for Hbar in its history. Now, zooming in a little bit more onto the 4 hours and the daily charts, what we can see is that over the last few days, we've been paying very close attention to this structure and kind of the movements that Hbar has been making here. I've told you all that a lot of the signals we were getting from Hbar as its price was kind of going sideways were a good thing. The fact that Hbar was going sideways in itself was a good thing, and I told you all yesterday that, hey, we might actually be seeing something really bullish for him here. In yesterday's video, I took a little bit of a gamble, and I told you all, listen, I'm not 1,000,000% sure if this is how this is going to play out, but I think Hbar is developing a descending channel. I think I actually said it in the Discord server. Let's go out real quick. Let's go see where that would have been. Yeah, I said taking a bit of a gamble here as well. Not 100% sure if this is going to end up being a parallel channel for Hbar or not, but want to have fun with the speculative buy. And so what I said in yesterday's video was like, you know what? I think Hbar is trying to build a parallel channel right here. So as a result, I'm just going to buy a little bit and just see what happens and hope I'm right. And I told you all that if I'm right, I would update you. And if I was wrong, I would update you. So now that you have a bit of a recap as to what's going on here, let's move forward into what is happening now. The fact that it did confirm the parallel channel, why this is a good thing, and why I bought there. And now I will warn you, some of the things that I may say in this video are going to get a little bit confusing, especially if you're a beginner. So I just want to let you know, if you're a beginner who is simply just trying to learn all this crypto stuff and just get better in general, or maybe you're advanced and you're just trying to add more tools to your toolbox, all that I want you to do is just stick around at the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing over in the Discord server, because from all of the shows, the lessons, the classes, and live streams and courses, and all the stuff that we're releasing on a daily basis, we have a community generating hundreds of percentages a day every single day. I mean, you can go look, even on days like yesterday where the market was down, we had people bringing in 500% gains, 100% gains consistently over and over and over again. So again, if you're somebody who quite simply just wants to get better at this whole crypto thing, just stick around at the end of the video. So as I mentioned before, now that you have a good recap and context of what's been going on, let's talk about what this does imply. What does the fact that Hbar is building a parallel channel, what does that mean for Hbar? Well, what I've told you all rather consistently is that descending parallel channels are my favorite type of structure in all of crypto. When a crypto pumps like this, it has a couple options. It could go straight down, it can melt up a little bit, it can go sideways, or it can go slightly downward. And what I've come to realize is that when cryptos do this move right here, they create that descending parallel structure, that this is the most bullish structure that they could possibly form. It's the perfect formation for a crypto to be able to see its indicators cool down while the bulls aren't really getting wrecked too bad. They're not losing too much, and the bears aren't winning too much. It's a good combination for all of those things. And oftentimes what happens, 80 to 85% of the time, according to my studies, we see these things break out. We will see structures of this nature break to the upside when given enough amount of time, and that's a good sign for Hbar. Now, it goes deeper than that though. Not only is it good that Hbar's price might just go up, it's even bigger than that. Because you remember in the beginning of the video, I told you the big goal here for Hbar is this price being able to clear this golden box. Well, look what happens if Hbar's price does indeed break out of this descending channel. If we see Hbar's price sustainably break out of this descending channel, that means that it's very likely that Hbar has now officially broken the golden box, opening up that door towards $1.50 towards $3 as well. And that means that of course Hbar could still have hundreds of percentages in gains on the way, or at least the door could be open to hundreds of percentages in gains if we do break out of this structure. And remember, from my studies, there's an 80 to 85% chance that we do break to the upside. And so when you think about what this means, it means that now that we are creating the structure, the likelihood that Hbar does start trying to push over time towards $1 plus has now gone up substantially. And so because of that, that is the reason why we're doing some buying right here, hoping that this happened, and that's exactly what we got. Now, I will say, we still do need to be a little bit weary right now. It's still a time to execute with caution, because what you have to understand is that anything can happen in a downtrend. Anything can happen in a downtrend. Until Hbar starts making more forward progress, breaks back above that golden zone, clears a 50% threshold, clear this little liquidity zone around 35 cents, right? Until we start really making moves towards the upside, we are still in a substantial downtrend. And at any given point, Hbar could just nuke. It just could nuke. Although we want to see it go up, and although history says that there's an 80 to 85% of the chance, 80 to 85% of the time we do break to the upside, that's not 100%. There's still 15 to 20% chance that Hbar's price does nuke to the bottom side of this. We lost the bottom side of it here. We lost it here. We've had moments where we lost it. Coming back up and getting rejected by the 50% threshold and then getting sent to the downside isn't impossible, and that completely invalidates the structure alone. So I'm not telling you to just go all in on Hbar right now. That is by no means what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that the likelihood of Hbar being able to put in macro gains to the top side and inevitably push up towards $1 to $1.50 is going up. Every single day that's gone by, the likelihood of that happening has gone up, up, and up. And so because of that, I just wanted to share it with you and let you know, like, hey, it seems like there's a chance that speculative buy we did here on the channel could come to fruition, and it may lead to a breakout upwards. And so you just need to be watching it very closely. Personally, I still do feel like this is a decent time to be picking up some Hbar. Not the best time ever, but not the worst time ever. It is in a descending channel. It is still in a cool down. It is still in a pullback, and it's not pumping with the rest of the market yet. So it very well may have its turn sometime soon here. And so because of that, I do think it's a decent time to pick up Hbar. I'm personally not buying right now because I was buying a little bit lower, but I did just want to share that with you and let you know what we're seeing, okay? So of course, hopefully you do kind of understand the scope of this. It could be very, very big. This could be the opportunity we need to flip this big golden resistance zone into a support zone and use that to push up towards $1 and $1.50. And so of course, with that in mind, you need to watch this very closely. And as Hbar does continue to develop and we get structural clarity, then of course I will continue updating you, letting you know what to be on the lookout for. But for now, just be watching this 50% threshold, be watching to see if Hbar can work itself back above and close above, say 31 cents, because if we can do that, that's a great step in the right direction. But do stay tuned more for tomorrow's video, because I'm really going to dive even deeper into all the next steps of what happens in this descending channel and what to be on the lookout for. Now, as I mentioned before, if you're somebody who is quite simply just trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, what I want you to do is I want you to join the Discord server. Now, in order to get access to the Discord server, you're going to have to go through the Patreon link, and it's the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, either $17 a month or $5 a month. But what that's going to get you access to, I think, is extremely valuable. There's insights with Tyler, for example, which is where I post some of my buys and my sells and just moves and things that I'm thinking and things like that. And feel free to kind of just pause and read some of this stuff as I do go. We have exclusive live shows, the one like Crypto Vault Live. This is a daily one, Monday through Friday, where we're going over just the market, what's happening, updating you on the news and more. We have technical analysis that goes out every day on all your favorite cryptos. We have daily fundamental analysis on the market itself. I've hired 2 teams of professional traders to post their buy and sell signals every day that they're trading. And guys, you got to think, these are people, entire teams of people who rely on trading in order to live, in order to eat, to pay their bills, right? So obviously there's a lot of pressure there, and they're professionals at this. So if you want to learn from people with that type of weight on their shoulders, you can go check that out down below. There are premium classes on things like a beginner's guide to XRP Ripple, the Bollinger Bands, the Fibonacci's, and much more, all of which you can access here. There's beginner's courses on things like leverage trading and technical analysis, and 3 more of these are releasing over the next few weeks. Guys, these are 30 minutes long, 20-page presentations, cheat sheets, vocabulary sheets, everything you need in order to get started. And then of course there's Tips with Tyler, where of course I just give you random 2 to 3 minute long videos on just things that of course I think are beneficial. You can see it here, like setting up the Fibonacci's, taking profits, etc. Now, all in all of these things are contributing to build a community that is absolutely crushing. And as I showed you earlier, hundreds of percentages in gains every day. And look, I'm just going to scroll up, and you can pause at any given point and see the gains that they're printing, because this is just 2 days ago, all of these gains that we're seeing right here. And so if you of course do want to start learning all of these lessons, using these lessons to build your strategies and use that strategy to make a real profit in this world of crypto, all that I ask again down below is that you go check out that link. Okay, go check out the link to Patreon. It's the cost of a Netflix subscription or even more, but I'd be willing to say that it's more valuable than Netflix. So of course, go check it out down below. Let me know what you think, and don't forget, guys, we post 4, 5, 6, 7 videos here on the channel every single day. So if you have been enjoying them, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel down below, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.